Make this beat.
I just want to make this video really fast to give you information, or some new information that I discovered about myself. Maybe not new because I already knew about it, but today just confirmed my assumptions. So about 2 years ago, I made a video about me taking Apetamin. And if you don't know what Apetamin is, it's a supplement that's made to help you gain weight. And I've been struggling with gaining weight for years. And I started taking it it's been over 2 years ago. And I took it for about a month or so. And it did help me gain weight. But my issue is that I have epilepsy. And in my last video about it, I was talking about how it affected me. And I recently started back taking it because after I had my baby, I started losing weight again, and I did not want to be as small as I used to be again because I went from weighing 102 pounds to 125 pounds. That was pre-pregnancy. And during my pregnancy, I was 184 pounds. And after I had him, I maintained my weight around 130, 135 up until now. And he's 7 months now. And of course, I don't want to go back down to 102. I don't ever want to be that small. So I gave in and decided to start back taking the Apetamin. So I found some online and I ordered it, and I started taking it about a week ago. And now I'm busy again, so work, school, plus clinicals, and I'm on the go 7 days a week and barely getting sleep partially because of my baby, because he wakes me up in the middle of the night, but he sleeps pretty good most of the time, but mostly because I'm so busy these days. But anyways, I started back taking the Apetamin, like I said, because I didn't want to drop back down to 102. And over the past few days, I have noticed that I've been going into twitching episodes and like feeling kind of dizzy a lot more often or more frequent than I used to, or than I normally do. And I'm pretty sure that it's because of the Apetamin. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on Apetamin and how it affects my body or how it affects anybody's body, but I do know that it is considered an antihistamine, which is like allergy medicine. So it's used for people with allergies and people with or anorexic people. I have read that they give it to those patients. But as for me having a neurological health condition or medical condition, I don't think it's safe for me to take it. And I have tried other things like eat more. I found that on Walmart's website, and it gave me an appetite, but not as much as Apetamin does. So I'm not consistent with it. And even with the Apetamin, I try to take smaller doses, but I still notice that when I take those smaller doses, it still affects me. Like, it still makes me feel kind of weird. And at this point, I'm like, it's not really worth it for me. It's dangerous. And other than my medical condition, I never gave it into consideration that it's actually medicine, and or a vitamin or whatever you want to call it. But like, this hasn't been confirmed. I didn't read this anywhere, but I assume that because it's like Benadryl or something you take for allergies, that it can cause liver damage. That's kind of what I came down to. And so I feel like it's not safe for me at all. So I just think that I'll just completely give it up, because me gaining weight is not that serious. It's me losing weight that's serious to me, because whether I take Apetamin to gain weight or not, or to keep an appetite or whatever, me not eating, or me not gaining weight, me losing weight and not eating is a health risk in itself. And that's one reason why I kind of stuck with taking the medicine in the first place, because I know that even though it's affecting me not eating will affect me as well, because with the medical condition, I take medicine for that as well every day. And if I stop taking my medicine or stop eating like I'm supposed to, just anything like that will affect me and my health condition. Like, it'll all affect me. So I don't know if anybody else has epilepsy. I never watched a YouTube video of somebody explaining their experience with Apetamin and epilepsy, but I have had someone to comment on my video talking about how it causes them to have these kind of spasms, like, and it reminded me of the spasms that I have before I have an actual seizure. And it just made me come down to the conclusion that it's kind of worth it, kind of not. And we always talk about risk versus benefit, and I think the risk is way higher than the benefit to me. So I'll just try to go to my doctor and try to find something, or try to get her to prescribe me something that'll help me, because this is not worth it for me. Even though I don't want to lose weight, I know I need to eat, and my appetite is terrible because I'm so busy. And then me being busy, I'm burning calories that I don't have, burning calories that I'm not taking in. And that's why I lose weight so fast and so easily. And I always bring up this scenario that, you know, people get offended when you call out a fat person for being fat, but they don't mind talking about a skinny person being skinny. Like, they think it's okay to walk up to a person and say, you need to eat. Like, do you eat? You need to let me feed you. And, ooh, you skinny. They think it's okay to do that, but it's not okay to go to a fat person and say, ooh, you fat. You need to stop eating. You need to put that down. And, you know, people, it's just crazy how that works to me. And people don't know how much a lot of us struggle to gain weight or to maintain weight, because I'd be fine if I could maintain weight, but I'm not eating to maintain the weight. But they don't know that we don't starve ourselves to be skinny. Like, it's just something that happens with us, something that happens to us. And I have to get to a point where I just accept me and love me for me. And I do accept me and love me for me. I just don't want to be bony like I was. But I have to try something different, because that Apetamin is not for me. It's not working for me at all. It works. It definitely works, but my health condition is more important than gaining a pound. So at this point, I'm just gonna give up on it. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just point out the fact that it definitely does affect my epilepsy, and I'm not sleeping like I should. Now I can eat more, but even with that, it still affects my epilepsy. It still makes me feel weird and dizzy, and like I said earlier, I'm kind of concerned about the Apetamin causing liver damage in the long run, and I have not heard anybody talk about that part of it, like what it would actually do to your body in the long run. I have not heard anybody mention that, and so many people take it, and they take it faithfully for long periods of time. And I know that most medicines just, like, they're not good for you, and they always say too much of any vitamin or any medicine is not good for you. Even the medicine for my epilepsy, it helps me, but it doesn't, there's no telling what it may do to me in the long run, because even now, from the time I very first got medicine when I was like 22, and now I'm 27, so I've been on medicine for like 5 years, and my seizures happen a lot more frequent than they used to before I ever even had the medicine. So medicines to me are dangerous. They are beneficial and dangerous at the same time. We get good out of it, and we also get bad. And sometimes you just have to sit down and basically weigh your options. Would you rather have this weight, or would you rather remain healthy or be safe, stay on the safe side? And of course, my final decision is I'd rather stay on the safe side. And I'll try to start doing meal planning or something like that to try to help me eat more and not miss meals, which is what I'm doing now, because I don't want to end up hospitalized or, sick in the long run on top of having a medical condition. I don't want it to affect me in that kind of way. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And if you know any more information, or if you have had any symptoms or side effects from taking Apetamin, I would love to hear about it. I would love to talk about it, just to bring more awareness to the long-term effects, or just effects that happens to people and they don't realize that it's coming from Apetamin, because I think that's what a lot of people don't acknowledge, like something that may happen to them and they don't speak on it because they think it's something else rather than the Apetamin, because it's not on the label that it is a side effect. But a lot of people's bodies respond differently to different things, and sometimes, all side effects won't be listed on a bottle because people don't report everything that happens to them after taking something. So I feel like all of us who've been taking Apetamin, we need to bring more awareness of the things that happens to us when we take it, so that more people can, be more cautious with it and not basically abuse the supplement by taking it continuously. And we take it and then we eat so much. I'm sure we're not eating healthy. We just, whatever comes, that's what we eat, because that's me. That's how Apetamin makes me feel. When I get hungry, I don't care what I'm eating. Like now I'm eating Sonic, and I know it's not good for me, but yeah, instead of just showing the good results and speaking so much on the positive side of Apetamin, we need to bring more awareness of the negatives. And I rarely see videos of people talking about it, so we need to talk more about that. And if you have any suggestions, or if you have faced any type of issues with it, and just comment and tell me your experience with it, and we can just go from there, talking about it and letting people know to be careful. And that's all I have to say.